Hey everyone, welcome to the Weekend DSP. This is for the week of May 13th, 2019. This will be a little bit shorter than usual because Phil took a sick day off this week on Wednesday. So that's one less day for DSP shenanigans to be recorded. Additionally, we have some aftershocks of the Pro Jared drama. So while DSP was still riding a little bit of a popularity high, another streamer besides Bad Bunny watched some DSP related content, and that was Trihex. I don't think Trihex is one of Twitch's founders, but he's definitely one of the originals. That's why he has a global emote, the tryhard emote, and I just think it's kind of funny how everything closes full circle in DSP world because Tutankhamun loved to spam the tryhard emote, and it just became an emote associated with just black people. I guess there have been people who've gotten in trouble for pushing the Trihex emote into chat when a black person came on. Was that, I think it was XQC with the Overwatch League, but right after that whole spiel, I kind of stopped following SJW Watch. But that's just kind of the funny way that the emote had evolved into. It's just a enthusiastic black guy, I guess. I guess I can also be happy to report that Trihex was a little bit more reasonable than Bad Bunny and did agree that Phil's a bit of a narcissist and was way out of line with the panic attack hospital story when he watched that video. Also, strangely enough, on Monday, Phil decided to swap from Minecraft to Major League Baseball, the show. Apparently, he needed a game even more chiller than Minecraft on Monday, which I found to be absolutely hilarious because Minecraft is pretty damn chill already. But I guess Major League Baseball, where you watch menus for most of it, is, I guess, more chill. But Phil didn't act super chill because during the MLB stream, he got a $1 anonymous tip letting him know that Tevin was restreaming him. And he had an overreacted freak out on camera, but tried to end it with, "Who the fuck cares?" Well, it's very clear to me, Phil, that I think you care with the way that you flip out and pretended to, like, quit your stream or whatever. Like, to show how little you care about Tevin, you gave him, like, clown mode for 90 seconds for only $1. Now, going into Tuesday, TXT put out an interesting tweet that I thought was worthwhile to include in here, even though it's not exactly something Phil did during the week. It's something Phil did about a year ago. But another Twitch streamer by the name of Velvet7 was unbanned, and TXT put in for an appeal for his unbanning and got an email back from Twitch that said, "Hello, they call me TXT. Your account was indefinitely suspended for using an inappropriate username. This type of activity is not permitted on our services per our terms of service and our community guidelines regarding targeted harassment, threats, and violence against others and or hate speech and other harassment. I've unsuspended your IP, but the username will remain suspended. We do not unsuspend accounts for username violations, nor do we do other username changes." I meant to say offer, not other. "You are free to create or use another account on our services once again, but further violations may result in an indefinite suspension." So Phil apparently has a fucking monopoly on "they call me blank," and that if you had anything similar to "they call me DSP," which is not Phil's Twitch username, that is his Twitter username, by the way. You could be permanently banned from Twitch if you had a Twitch name with that. So TXT, who used to be "they call me TXT," and now he's under Twitch as TXT Reloaded, just can't use his original name, "they call me TXT." They might as well ban my Twitch account, Lightside Bill, because it rhymes with Darkside Phil, and it's obviously a play off of Darkside Phil. So it's totally violating this targeted harassment rule when it was originally designed to be a parody, but DSP is too ridiculous to even make a parody of, and I'm lazy to try to be that creative. I mean, heck, if I even didn't call it the full light side bill and just called it LSB, You could probably make a case for it to be perma-banned off of Twitch because it rhymes with DSP. Like, how far does Twitch's protections extend? Because, like I said, his Twitch username is not They Call Me DSP. That is his Twitter name. So Twitch defended DSP's targeted harassment when they don't even have evidence that he was trying to impersonate or target his Twitch account. I don't know. It's fucking ridiculous in my opinion. We have this report from Nothing I Can Do on Kiwi Farms where Phil is begging ultra hard. He has changed the story from Twitch will pay me tomorrow on the 15th, which has always been the case in the entire history of Phil streaming on Twitch TV, that he gets paid on the 15th. However, now instead of having to wait every 45 days, he gets it every 15 days. So it's actually more in line with a regular payroll system that you would get working a real job where you get paid every 2 weeks. So now it's Twitch won't pay me for another few days, and that payment's going to be low because I was away for a week. Now, if I remember correctly from this stream, Phil's financial crisis, I guess, where he still won't tell us what's happening behind the scenes, he's making it sound like that he's going to be in trouble and he has no way to pay June's bills coming up. So, I mean, it's just, everything is just being cranked up to 11 now, too. But there's just no story going with the please give me money. It's literally just pay my bills. It's not, oh, I can't pay my bills because of some unseen tax hurdle. It's literally just pay my bills. Now, after his Minecraft stream on Tuesday night, Phil decided to post out a tweet where he looked at his sub count and he he talked about people unsubbing from him after the Pro Jared drama. And he was like, sorry guys, I'm not really a drama heavy guy. Are you sure about that? Are you sure dedicating 6 tweets to Pro Jared, an entire stream to the haters and all the slander that they make up against you, the debunk stream, and I mean even giving Tevin a free, I don't know, clip, 90 seconds of you acting like a jackass? Are you sure you're not about drama? And these are YouTube subs. These aren't $5 subs over on Twitch. What do you care how many people are subbed to your fucking YouTube channel? YouTube's an archive and a shitty website, and you hate it. Like, why do you care if you're getting attention over there? So long as you keep getting your $1,000 to $3,000 check every month for the free million views that you get on your channel, he really should be keeping YouTube's name out of his mouth. Also, Wednesday morning, kind of lame for me to plug myself, I guess. I don't know. But we woke up to a tweet from Phil saying that he's going to take all of Wednesday streams off of the schedule. Now, I was incorrect here in thinking that Phil was going to take Thursday off as well and just go for a 3-day staycation. But I have a feeling that Phil read the Kiwi Farms thread called The Sickening, where we discussed Phil taking a day off from streaming and what he could be afflicted by, because he did not sound much different during his Minecraft stream. Maybe a little snortier, but not much else. However, when Phil did come back to stream on Thursday, I don't have a clip of this, I'm sorry, he did mention how people looked up and found out that he had taken time off exactly a year ago. And I mean almost a year ago to the day. I think it was 364 days exactly that he had taken 3 days off as well. So the only channels where he would have been able to see us talk about him taking time off this exact same time 1 year ago would be Twitter, because I got the second image from XX Butta on Twitter, or he went to the Kiwi Farms thread and saw the same article and the same comments. So my theory, and I don't really have anything to back this up, but since he said he did see people talking about him taking time off a year ago, I think he really wanted to stick it to us and actually come back and force himself to stream on Thursday instead of taking 3 days off because of the haters, which is interesting if I go down this line of thought too, because that means he cares about sticking it to the haters more than he cares about getting on camera and streaming for his legitimate fans. Even though I think 75%, 80% of his audience has to be hate watchers at this point. So Thursday, we get to one of my favorite streams, which is the Blackout restreams, where Phil occasionally does very well at the game, but Thursday night was a fucking disaster for him. We had a 93rd placing, a number 100 placing, and only one top 5 placing, so he couldn't really circle jerk himself off about how well he was doing. But one of the things that I found interesting was earlier in the day he got a $100 tip, and someone asked if it was legit. And he said yes, but he's already spent it. He had to pay the website bill to keep the King of Hate forums alive. So someone asked, how much does he spend on web hosting? And Phil's response was, I don't know. I don't know how much I paid. It's in euros, so I don't know, okay? So how can someone in such financial straits as Phil, where he's got some big fucking thing going on behind the scenes that's causing him shit tons of stress, financially and emotionally or whatever, that he can just throw money into the website for its hosting fee and just doesn't care whatever it is. The company could have said, oh, it's 1,000 euros this month. He'd be like, well, I got to keep that site up because that's how the Patriots vote on their Patriot gameplays. Literally keeping it alive for what, Amityville and Caglion and what, maybe 7 other people, literally, to chat with each other because some of them can't even chat on Twitch anymore. It would be easier and cheaper at this point for him to run a Discord. And he doesn't even have to run the Discord himself. He can just mod the same mods from the King of Hate forums and his Twitch mods. And heck, he could even link his Discord and his Twitch so his fans can use his Twitch emotes on Discord. Like I'm subscribed to Dr. Disrespect, so now I have Dr. Disrespect's Twitch emotes not only available to me everywhere on Twitch, but I also have them available to me on Discord. Also, by the way, LSB talking about Dr. Disrespect meme. But no, let's do a good old-fashioned early 2000s forum as our off Twitch community chat room or whatever you want to call it. What's really funny about the Euro situation too is Phil is paying for overseas web hosting. Like, he couldn't afford fucking GoDaddy or WordPress or I don't even know what else is here. But like, even a WordPress site on GoDaddy is like $1 a month. I'm not even joking. Like, it is cheap to get web hosting from GoDaddy. And he would rather pay for a European company. And I like Jake Likes Frogs comment here in the screen cap. So how many euros did you pay? You don't have to convert. So Phil didn't want to say how much money it was either way. Like, he didn't get a bill for 100 euros. He didn't get a bill for $112.13. You know, some random fucking number that he couldn't remember. He couldn't even take a stab in the dark. Just, oh, I got $100 and I had to put it towards the website. This is the kind of lying through, not omission because he's like still trying to tell us something, but he doesn't give the full story. So it's still kind of disingenuous and definitely deceitful to say I had to pay this thing, but it was in a foreign currency, so I can't tell you how much it cost me. And he can't even tell us how much of the foreign currency he paid. He just makes up this whole fucking imaginary scenario where he had to pay in the foreign money, and it was really complicated because he had to convert it and this, that, and the other. So I really don't know how much it cost me. But if you're in financial straits, I'm worried that I'm repeating myself here. Wouldn't you be pinching every penny and questioning every charge that comes out? Like, you just don't look at your cell phone bill and see it go, oh, it's $9 more than last month. I wonder why. Like, companies make mistakes and you can call them out on it and get your money back. Like, I've been incorrectly charged late fees on cell phones before, you know, and I will call and fight for my $5 back, bro. That's a Starbucks coffee right there. But that's obviously more luxury for me because I'm rich, according to Phil, because I actually have savings in retirement. But anyways, it's saving $5 for him. It could be $5 put towards his next game or $5 put towards anything. But no, he'll just take whatever charges come from the company and pay them without question and without review. Doesn't look at the currency exchange rate. I'm starting to feel after this week that Phil actually is financially secure, and that's what's making him lazy. So that's why he's not putting effort into coming up for a drama story. He's just saying something behind the scenes. He can't keep up like lies that he has to keep spending his money on, and that's why he's always broke, and he's not going to be able to afford anything for the next 2 months. And I know I keep flip-flopping on my theory of, is Phil really desperate or is Phil already financially stable? And I'm really starting to lean towards Phil is just pulling the wool over his audience's eyes. He knows the only way he can get money is through fucking pity donations, not from actually putting on an entertaining stream where people just feel like they should tip the entertainer. I think the biggest case for this theory, and this is taking it back a little bit, but when he made the review on KO Gaming that got over 1 million hits, 1 million views, he took like a week vacation off after that. So anytime that he's got some amount of success is when he starts just becoming more and more lazier. So he took a day off this week. He didn't sound sick before. He didn't sound sick after. I mean, he did kind of like fake being congested, but wasn't really sick. And it was the day after he got paid by Twitch. So I really got to feel like that this motherfucker is got money, got enough money, or earns enough to cover everything. And he just comes on here and cries because that's the only way he can get people to open their wallets. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section, because sometimes I can be completely off base, but I can handle you guys telling me if I'm wrong, because I've been told wrong before, that I'm wrong before, and I've owned up to it and say, you know what, you're right. So let me know. Is Phil actually poor, or is he actually rich and this is the only way he can make money? Or maybe you have another theory that's some combination of the two. So Friday, Phil's scheduled day off. And what's really great about his scheduled day off is that he apparently already made a bunch of appointments on his pre-planned day off that he couldn't stream on Friday to make up for being sick on Wednesday. So it's just 2 days off this week, I guess. And I really hope you guys tip me some more because I missed a whole day of streaming. That's like $1,000, dude. So what's really funny about the Friday, his whole day off, his scheduled day off, time to be with Kat, is he responds to Jared's 2-image tweet about apologizing about the situation, which is really funny because in Pro Jared's apology, he does not address the pedophilia concerns whatsoever. I mean, this guy is accused of sending dick pics to minors, fans in his audience, and he does not address that situation whatsoever. There's also some interesting tweets that came out today, so it actually looks like more of a shit show than initially once thought. But this guy still sent his dick pics to underage fans. And Phil just comes right back at him with like, oh, this is a poor excuse. I came up with scratching my leg. Well, Major Anna called Phil out on this and said, DSP, you're milking it and it's not working. Because flashback a week ago, Phil is, beating the dead horse, shitting on Jared with everyone else. And then he's like, oh, I'm on the good guy's side. Maybe I'm going to get a lot of positive attention. So he puts on fake side Phil and tries to address a new audience of maybe 100 people. And then his response to Major Anna on Twitter was this is my second tweet about it, actually. So, yeah, not exactly milking it. Well, Phil, I'd like to prove you wrong, because apparently you can just say that we're wrong and you don't have to provide any evidence. But you're so fucking stupid. You have multiple tweets with hashtag ProJared in it, another one with an @ProJared in it, and then a couple of others where one has ProJared's face and where you talk about cheaters, which is obviously in reference to ProJared because he's accused of cheating on Heidi. I even gave you the benefit of the doubt on one tweet. There was one more tweet where maybe it could have been directed at ProJared, or maybe you just felt like dispensing some wisdom on a Friday. So I didn't include it, but that's still 7 tweets dedicated to ProJared. And you're going to say that this is only your second time? He's trying to walk it back so hard that he wasn't beating his meat over the Pro Jared drama and saying like, oh, finally, there's someone else who gets to be the internet's joke for a day. And then also on Friday, our favorite other lolcow, Wings of Redemption, was streaming on Twitch TV. And Lean has the clip, or the supercut, whatever you want to call it, of not only King Kazatov, hashtag unban King Kazatov, subscribe to Wings of Redemption, but also Wings was streaming with Lord Lamb, a former DSP mod, and Top Tier Brian, which is the same Brian that used to play Apex Legends with Phil. And I think a couple other people in there too, because Wings only plays Rainbow Six with a 5-stack. I think that's not a bad idea for two reasons. Number one, it's a team player game, so you want to have 5 people who you trust and know have microphones and are going to make callouts. But number two, Wings gets trolled ultra hard on Rainbow Six, so he has to have a 5-stack so he doesn't get TK'd constantly. But so they talk about the DSP frog emote, the brand new emote from our buddy Phil. And even Brian was shitting on it. So I don't think Brian's going to be invited back anytime soon if Phil ever sees this clip. Or if any of the mods want to report back and tattle on Brian. Because apparently going to other streams is a bannable offense, as we've seen with King Kazatov. But not when Madara as God does it. Which is very interesting why it's a huge double standard between if you're someone who gives a lot of money. Or if you're someone who's just been a long-term fan. I mean, I know King Kazatov is a troll, but he's a positive troll. Phil's chat loves him. He's practically a community manager for Phil's chat, and Phil permabanned him on a fucking trumped up charge of going to Bad Bunny's stream, when so many of other mods of Phil's and regulars of Phil's go to the Bad Bunny streams or are subbed to her too. So, sorry, King Kazatov. We'll get you unbanned sometime, I hope. Now, the last bit of news for DSP this week that I can really touch on, that I feel comfortable with reporting to you guys, is what happened yesterday on the stream. So Sunday, we get a $100 tip from someone named Scopula. Not only did they give $100, but they ended up gifting 25 subs to Phil. And he was at, 486 before getting 25? Because he was like 5'10", 5'11", maybe 5'12". Actually, it sounds like me counting Phil's height. That's not his height. That's how many subs he had. And as you all know, the sub goal was 500 subs. And we're going to get a retrospective event sometime in June. He promised it in the first 2 weeks of June. But since it's already May 20th, I don't even think he has the forum open on the King of Hate forums where people can make their suggestions and nominations and vote on what videos. So I wouldn't be surprised if he delays this, if he even does it again at all. Now, what's great about Scupula's 25 gifted subs is that it brings the total number of gifted subs in Phil's channel to about 75. So Phil only really has about 430, maybe, real subscribers. I don't know how many of those break down between free Twitch Prime subs, which I think detractors and trolls are okay with giving to Phil as a way to gain some sort of protection. Even though I've seen him ban subs, even like 6-month and 12-month subs before, you seem to get more chances the longer that you've been a sub, in my opinion. I personally still wouldn't do it because you're still giving him the full $2.50, and that all that adds up for a while. But yeah, so without 75 gifted subs, Phil would still be in the low 400s of subs on Twitch. Actually, I pulled up a website called twitchtracker.com, and according to this website, he has 95 gifted subs right now. So his true viewership is down in the 400s, and 238 of his subs are Prime subs. So these are people who use the Amazon Prime service and get a free sub and throw it to Phil. And it's probably reasonable to say that a large number of those Prime subs are probably from detractors. I really wish, though, that we would get a month where Phil doesn't hit his subscriber goal. And then I wanted him to go through the whole month of June and trying to plug the sub goal and being like, well, last month I had a sub goal, but we didn't hit it. It was to do a retrospective event. A lot of people were saying that they were really excited for this, but no one really stepped up and gave me some subs. I really wanted to do it too, guys, but we just didn't hit the number, so I guess I'll just stream more Minecraft. It just I really want him to turn up the guilt meter to 11 on his audience. I just think that'd be a fucking hilarious disaster. All right, guys, that does it for the week in DSP. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I got it out on time for you. You guys can find sources to the information in the description below. There's a Google Doc that'll take you to the Kiwis Farms posts and the Twitter posts. Additionally, you can follow me on Twitter for updates on when videos are about to go out or when I'm about to live stream. And there's also a Discord in there, so you can join the conversation when we aren't streaming or in the comment sections of videos. The game in the background is Master of Orion 2. It's one of the first turn-based strategy games I played in my life. It's probably about as old as I am. I'm not exactly sure about that, but I wanted to give you guys something a little retro to enjoy. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and I hope to see you guys in the next stream or video. Take it easy, and have a good day or night.